This is the Hohem V3 Ultra mobile phone gimbal. It is one of the most innovative gimbals that I've come across in recent times, and if you're a solo content creator or you're just after something to use a mobile phone to capture a family holiday, this is a gimbal you should be considering. It has lots and lots of interesting features, some of which you haven't seen on a mobile phone gimbal before. So in this video, I'm going to talk about a few, tell you about my favourite features, and then if you want to stick around to the end of the video as I ramble on, I will tell you about all the other specs and some of the other things that this thing can do. But first of all, let's talk about this little fella. Okay, so we're filming on the Hohem V3 Ultra. I'm using the tracking and I'm using the remote. This thing is a massive standout feature of this. Basically, it's a remote, so it's a preview as well. So we've got a screen preview. That little camera on the front of the AI tracking module is a camera. So it transmits a signal to this so I can see myself in frame. That is absolutely game changing. So I can see myself on there to make sure that I am in frame and the phone is tracking me. I'm perfectly in frame, which is brilliant. And then I'm moving around like this and it sticks to me like glue. Not only that, this little screen is touch screen, so I don't have to use a gesture control, I don't have to use the tracking on the gimbal. I can simply draw a little square around me on this little tiny screen and it will start tracking me like that. That is absolutely incredible. So you can start and stop recording. It's a remote, it's a preview. You can actually swipe left and right on the screen to change the settings, the menu, dive into the menu and stuff. I've got a little joystick as well where I can change it left and right, and that joystick basically keeps me tracked, but it changes me in the frame. So now if I move left or right, it keeps me in that side of the frame. So it's smart reframing as well. If I go back that way, keep myself in the center of the frame, the tracker will keep me in the center of the frame. It's incredible. So it's magnetic, it charges via the handle on the gimbal, then you can take it off, stop recording, track yourself, use a gimbal, reframe. It's absolutely a game-changing feature. It really is for solo content creators especially. It's brilliant. By the way, I'm filming on the iPhone 16 Pro. I'm using the Hohem 01 mic as well, which is connected via the USB-C hub on the iPhone. So how does it sound? I love this. This is so good. So as you can see, this little thing is absolutely game-changing. It's probably one of the most interesting features I've seen in gimbals in recent times. They did have a similar thing on their M7 gimbal recently, a bigger version, but this is such a compact and foldable and portable device that I didn't expect it to have sort of the same technology, but it has. It's ingenious, it's a brilliant feature. Next, let's talk about the AI tracking module underneath here. So, this is removable. The good thing about these is because they are detachable and rotatable, you can sometimes, I have lost them in the past from Hohem. I think it was the M6 or the MT2 I had, which was like a bigger camera gimbal, had a similar thing, but it wasn't, it didn't have like a lock on it. This has a lock where you clip it into the gimbal and you have to press these two things on the side here to release it. So it's unlikely you're going to lose it this time. If you do lose it for any reason, you can replace it. You can control the light directly from the gimbal. You've got a little dial on the side which you press in to turn on, and then you can change the brightness by scrolling up and down, and you can change the color temperature by double tapping. So if you want a warmer white or a brighter white, and then you can change the intensity by scrolling up and down on there. Really intuitive. The fact that the controls are there, so you can sort of use a gimbal and control the light with your thumb. So if you want to turn it off, you just hold it with your thumb like that and it turns off. Extremely good feature indeed. The only disadvantage about this gimbal that I've come across so far is that the mount is actually built into the gimbal itself. It's not detachable, you can't leave it on your phone. There's no magnetic or MagSafe option. So having said that, this gimbal is compatible with iOS and Android. Again, the good thing about having this, as with other gimbals, is the fact you can use native camera apps. You haven't got to use Hohem's own Joy app to record your video. You can use a native camera app within the iPhone or your Android phone, or any other app for that matter, and utilise and take advantage of the tracking from that gimbal, because that tracks it. Not the phone, the AI tracking module there does the tracking. So that's another great feature about the gimbal. The tracking module is tracking me all the way around, and there's no restriction to the gimbal the way that it follows me around. Other gimbals have got restrictions to the degree they can turn, but the Hohem V3 Ultra actually tracks me 360 degrees no matter what. So you can track subjects constantly in a circle, and that gives you lots of different creative options for making different videos, especially, like I said, when it comes to the tracking and using this sort of AR module. If you are a solo content creator, then it really does help to have these kind of tools in your pocket. They are fantastic. So 360 degree infinite pan is another exceptional feature of this gimbal. So, I mean, yeah, overall, AI tracking works really well, trained on really advanced algorithms to track you. It did a decent job in my testing. It, you know, on the odd occasion, as with some gimbals on the market, it did lose me, but it just sort of re-recognises you. The gesture control works fine. It works really well. So yeah, really impressed with that. And obviously you can rotate it to use front and rear cameras on your phone. Other specs, it's got a built-in tripod. I mean, it's not the biggest and widest of tripods, but it's perfect for most scenarios you find yourself in. It's foldable, so you fold it over. It's really compact and small, like that. It's got a tripod mount on the bottom if you want to add it to another tripod. It's got something called Smart Motion within the Joy app, which gives you beginner tips on how to get the best shots and some creative ideas on how to use your gimbal and get some interesting effects with it. We've mentioned the built-in light, and it's got iStudy 9.0, which is their latest version of 3-axis stabilization. And with my experience over using this last few weeks, it's been very, very impressive so far. So we can actually unlock the magnetic tracking module to face us. So if I do this, the module is tracking me. The light turns green. So if we move it left and right like this, using the self stick, it tracks us. So we can extend the self stick, tilt it towards us a little bit, and have a really nice wide angle with the front selfie camera on the iPhone, and you can walk and talk and not have to worry about, is the camera on me, because we're letting the little AI tracker do the job for you, which is another great feature. So for vlogging, there aren't, you know, many other small compact cameras out there that are better than the iPhone for this kind of thing. So yeah, this is another great example of how this gimbal is, again, a solo content creator's dream, really. It really is good. And obviously the stabilization is very good. It's their 8th generation of gimbals, so Hohem know what they're doing when it comes to stabilization and gimbals and how they work. So yeah, really impressed with how it's working so far. It weighs 428 grams and it can hold a payload up to 400 grams, so it can cope with most mobile phone devices. It's got a 1600 mAh battery built in here with a runtime of approximately 9 hours. If you're using the AI tracking a lot, you'll get between 4 and 5 hours, but decent battery life, and it takes about 2.5 hours to charge. Special mention to the Mic 01 again from Hohem. This is a really, really good microphone system. You plug this into the bottom of your phone like that. The receiver then picks up automatically the microphone that you take out of the charging case. You can see that it's connected there to channel 2. This actually has noise cancelling built in. You can start and stop recording from here. It's got a magnetic clip and a clip. It comes with the 2 wind muffs in the box as well. It also has a little spot for a micro SD card, so you can internally record your recordings directly onto that from the microphone. So you've got backup recording audio with this as well. It's a really impressive little microphone system. I've used it in the past previously. It also has charge in there, so you can charge it as well. Yeah, it's impressive. If you have to budget microphone system wireless that has a lot of really advanced features, it's a cracking one. The only downside to it is these little wind muffs don't fit in the box and you can't close the lid when they're on. You have to sort of keep them separately, but minor con of this microphone system, it's worked flawlessly. I've had no dropouts or anything like that, and the audio sounds really good. So those are some of my favourite things about the Hohem V3 Ultra. It's very, very good. It's one of the most interesting and nicest gimbals I've used, to be honest. And if you are in the market for a mobile phone gimbal, I fully fully recommend this. If you do want to grab one, there is an affiliate link in the description down below, but this video is not sponsored. If you buy through that link, that's the only way I make any money off this. It gives me a little bit of a kickback, so I appreciate it if you do. If I've got any further discount codes, I'll let you know down there as well, and in the pinned comment. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. If you like these kind of videos, make sure you check out this one over there, and I've created a little playlist over there for you as well. If you click that link, I'll see you over there. Cheers guys, bye.